Gotta
sync
ready?
up.
Sync up. Oh, yeah, we got it.
We got it.
In a
row. Wow.
Hi.
Same level of...
How are you?
Welcome back. How are you? How are you?
This is weird because it's hard to do a podcast with someone that you live with. Because there's nothing to, catch each other up on.
No.
You know what's happening in my life.
Yeah.
I know what's happening in your life.
Especially in these days when, it's not like we're going out and doing things with other people. So it's like, I'll go to class and come back and be like, hey, this is what happened in class, and that's it.
That's all that's happened.
Yup.
But we want to go exploring tomorrow, and we're going to go for a walk, and we're going to find a nice place to read. I'm about to start the third Harry Potter book.
You are. I just started the Peter Pan book.
Segue.
Oh, good. I have things to say about it too.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna
you started to what? What'd you do?
I started one of the Peter Pan books that we got. It's a prequel-y type thing that's technically about Hook and about how Hook became Hook. And I'm very excited about it, and it's really fun so far.
Segues are weird. Bo Burnham reference.
We say that a lot.
We say that one a lot. Okay, so we're gonna have a segment in maybe every podcast, or just if we have to.
Quote unquote segment.
We're stealing this name from the Valley Folk on YouTube. They have a podcast. They're great.
They're wonderful people.
It's Joe Beretta, Steve Zaragoza, and Elliot Morgan.
Boop.
We don't have to talk about it, but we're stealing the name from them. It's called Housekeeping. And we're going to just talk about things we said in the last episode that we have updates on, or we forgot things to say.
Just little last
things we want to talk about that we talked about before and forgot to say.
To wrap it up.
So I have a couple of those. Oh, yeah. It's housekeeping.
Fine.
That's the best name for it.
It is. Alright. Well,
segues are weird. Peter Pan.
Yes.
We said in the last episode that we were going to watch Peter Pan that night, and we did.
We did. And we also watched it the next night.
We watched the animated Peter Pan from 1953.
Yep. 53.
And then the next night we watched the live-action Peter Pan from 2003. Why do you know?
I don't know. We were looking at them.
So I have updates on my opinions on James Hook.
Sure, okay. It's funny that we both agreed separately that this was going to be a housekeeping, and neither of us talked about it.
In the last podcast, I said animated James Hook is it. That's it.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
The first scene he was in, it was like,
maybe I remember this movie differently. But
because the concept of a pirate is always fun, and captain of a ship is great.
It's so much fun. I'd love to be friends with him.
But attraction is not there.
That said,
Jason
Isaacs Hook.
We also watched the live action in which Jason Isaacs plays Hook.
And that Hook was different.
He was. He was very fun.
He was a lot.
He was also just very sad.
He was really, really sad, and nobody talked about it.
Is a part of the appeal.
Yeah, definitely. I felt bad. But So, animated Hook, I revoke from the list, but Jason Isaacs Hook, I add.
Also, side note that we don't need to talk about, everyone knows anyway, but yikes, the original Peter Pan is real racist and bad.
Oh yeah, the animated, it's so bad. There's a song.
So many
the song is, man.
Yeah.
Because they're natives on the island. Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something we don't need to talk about is that Jason Isaacs plays Captain James Hook, and he also plays Lucius Malfoy.
And he also plays
from Harry Potter.
Dad in Peter Pan. We talked about Lucius last week, though.
I know.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that
segues are weird.
We got Hook out of the way.
Hook was on my list of older men who I find attractive.
All of my stuff is about the older men stuff, so that's all my housekeeping. So
okay, great. I'm gonna go first though.
Go ahead.
I don't know how I made this error, but It was just one of those things where it was right in my face that I was just looking around
just too
it because it was
obvious.
way too obvious to even put on the list because I figured everyone knew. But number one on my older men list, always and forever, is Bill Hader.
Heard of him?
Heard of him? He was on SNL.
He's a comedy
He's the
guy.
love of my life. He played Richie Tozier in It Part 2.
He did. He played the hell out of that part.
Yeah, he did.
And that role is special because that role is just special overall because it's Richie, but also it just doesn't feel like Bill Hader.
I remember when Bill was cast, because I had read the book, and when Bill was cast, I was bummed, because I was like, Bill Hader, he's that guy from SNL. He's gonna be awful. He's funny. And God, I hated Richie in the first movie. He's played by Finn Wolfhard. We'll make an episode about our opinions on Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Not a fan. But, and I don't like Richie in the first one. He's such a brat. And then, God, Bill Hader playing him in the second one made me love Richie's character so much.
I feel like you're getting this mixed up. You hated Richie the first time you watched it in theaters, and the second and third time you didn't see it in theaters.
No, I didn't.
You watched it after you read the book.
Yes, I did. I watched it before I read the book.
And that made you read the
And then I read the book, and then I still didn't like it.
We watched it again together, but right before the second it came out.
Yeah.
And you definitely had warmed up to Richie. And
just
because
of the book. Because I had already seen adult Richie in the book, and I was like, adult Richie's so much better than kid Richie. And then Bill Hader played adult Richie, and I was like, oh, hello.
Richie's great in the first.
Richie's annoying in the first one.
That's his thing.
It is. I can appreciate it now, but at the time, I wasn't a fan. Anyway, Bill Hader
on the list.
Is on my list. He's number one above all of the rest of them forever. Nothing will change that ever.
Go watch Bill Hader's show Barry. It's
my
wonderful.
God,
it's great. It's
such a masterpiece.
It's his child.
Honestly, the best thing I've ever seen.
He wrote, direct, and starred in it.
it's his baby.
And it's really, really good.
Please watch it. It's so good. It made me cry so many times. Ugh.
But it's not sappy.
No.
Clear.
It's about a hitman who wants to be an actor.
It's the best plot ever. So it's lots of action and lots of comedy. It's wonderful.
Bill Hader has
and then
a gun.
lots of really serious stuff too. Yeah. If you want, if you want something to do it for you with Bill Hader, watch his show Barry. He's an assassin.
Who wants to be an actor? He's sad.
Okay, moving on from Bill.
Anyway, I could talk about Bill Hader forever.
Yes. I have an honorable mention for that list.
Okay.
Because we didn't get on the topic of animated
okay,
characters.
Weird. Interesting.
But I just honorable mention Rick Sanchez.
Okay, why would you
You were like, I'm sick of these 20s and 30s. We need old men. There's an old man.
Okay. The difference is the rest of that list are 40 or 50. Rick Sanchez is 80 years old.
And he doesn't look a day over
80 years
60.
old.
70. He doesn't act a day.
That said, he doesn't act a day over 20.
He doesn't. Yeah.
That his age aside, you are so correct.
I know.
Good God.
I know.
I wasn't thinking animated. God, I'm gonna have housekeeping in the next one.
Rick and Morty, to clarify.
Yes, Rick Sanchez and Rick and Morty. Yep.
That's the one you're thinking of.
It's the one you think. We can move on.
Okay, I just needed to honorably mention him.
You're right. I agree so much. Forever. Wow.
And then just last
Great
thing.
Answer.
Last thing on the topic of the older men stuff was I said that I would text my sister Mia about Crowley and
the King of Hell from Supernatural.
Yep, that one. And I texted her after we got off and I said, Crowley from Supernatural, what are your thoughts? I just asked her what her thoughts are. And she said, very surprisingly, because no one notices his character at all, even though he's like the fourth main character in that show.
He's the air quotes antagonist,
but
even though he
he's
does no
not.
wrong ever. They just hate him for no reason.
Because they're
racist.
demonist. Okay. Mia said, I loved him. I like how they made his character. Very complex guy.
Oh my god, that's so exciting!
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought she was gonna be like Crowley.
Which one was that?
Yeah. Because she watched it a bit ago, and she watched it all through, like, really fast, and you don't, you know.
That's so
take it
exciting.
in. So, yeah. The fact that she even knew who I was talking about was really exciting.
Wow.
And she said she liked him.
Go
so cool.
Mia.
Yep.
Wow.
And she doesn't have good opinions, so I was very proud.
What does that mean for us?
I don't know.
We like Crowley. That's great. Wow. Oh man, we're struggling with the tissue box. Okay.
Oh.
I have a sticky note with, this is still housekeeping, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I have a sticky note where I have compiled, begrudgingly, a list of men in their 20s that I find attractive.
Oh wow, I went a different direction. But I didn't get a chance to like make an actual list, so we're gonna make the list together.
Okay.
But you go first.
I went through the people I follow on Instagram real quick.
Oh.
And I was just like, I would look them up, see if they were in their 20s. I've got a pretty substantial list.
Okay.
And I'm bummed.
That's upsetting.
But whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Harry Styles.
Oh, obvious. But okay, yes.
All
correct.
of One Direction.
Absolutely.
Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles.
I'm gonna stick with Harry
specifically.
Styles. I don't want to scare our viewers away by talking about One Direction.
Hey! I think we're gonna invite people.
I promise we're cool.
Hey!
No, but Harry, absolutely. Angel.
Harry Styles.
And very pretty boy.
Yes. 100%.
Absolutely.
Speaking of pretty boys, Joe Keery.
Oh, Joe Keery plays Steve Harrington on Stranger Things, and he's adorable.
He's a good boy,
I
and
love
he's
that
in his
boy.
20s.
Yeah, okay.
I know, right?
But these are ones I'm, like, not upset about admitting that they're attractive.
Yep. Yeah, all of these are like that. Yeah, no.
Good,
100%. Yeah. I wouldn't... There were a couple that I was like, I'm not adding you to the list.
No.
John Boyega, who plays Finn in Star Wars.
Okay.
He's in his 20s.
He's a pretty
He's like
boy.
26. Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Owen Teague.
He's
How did he
literally,
not
like,
come up last
he,
time?
like, just turned 21.
He just turned 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Owen Teague plays Patrick... Oh my god, what's his name? Patrick... Hockstetter.
Yeah, you would know more
it.
than me. He's one of the bullies.
He's one of the bullies. He's the one that dies in the first one.
We talked about Nick last week.
Yep, Nick
Who was the
Hamilton
main
plays
bully.
the main bully.
Owen
And
was
then-
one of his goons.
Yeah, he has more of a... Patrick has more of a spotlight in the book. But, Owen Teague.
Good one. He is.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, there's that photo shoot of him.
And then, I'm sure a lot less people will know this one. Ethan Nestor.
You know,
Crank gameplays on YouTube. He's friends with Markiplier.
Yeah.
I don't want to pour any Ethan, but that's why you would know him.
but yeah,
He's like 23.
he's adorable.
He's a baby.
He's adorable.
And my last one might be controversial. Got controversial, that's not the right word. But most people may disagree.
Did you?
Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah. Some people. Yeah. Some people might disagree.
I know.
But I don't.
I know, neither do I. I
Yeah,
put him on the list.
Yep. Good.
I love that boy.
Hell yeah.
I love that boy, and he's in his 20s.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I'm sure there are more, but that's just...
I thought you were gonna say Richard, but I have no idea. He's definitely older than that now. Harmon.
Oh, no, he's definitely older.
But he wasn't back then.
I don't know.
When he was a pretty boy.
Oh. Pete Davidson was on SNL, if you don't know who Pete Davidson is. He dated Ariana Grande. He's known for his mental health.
Oh.
Or lack thereof.
Oh.
He's very sad.
He's very sad.
But he's doing better, I think.
Time. But he seems like he's doing much better. Good for him.
He's a good
That's
boy, sometimes.
Well, moving off of that,
That's all I got.
I feel gross now. I wanted to talk about how it's way easier to think of attractive women in their 20s.
Oh, wow, okay. All right, sure.
Cause
what the hell?
Cause I did have a moment where I was like I didn't really put much thought into it, but I was like, attractive men in their 20s, and I was like,
It's not.
They're not.
I got my little list.
That's a solid list though. And I was like, but then I was thinking of attractive women in their
You're
20s,
right.
and I was like, what? One?
Sure,
two,
yeah.
3, 4, 5. They keep going.
Yeah. What does that say about society? Huh? The men.
That I think it just means that women are just more beautiful in general overall.
Okay. First one that popped into my mind is Zendaya.
Yep. Absolutely. Zendaya.
And
Yep.
we can stop.
Perfect. No, we don't. Yeah. And then like I was thinking of my like the thing that we did with the
Yeah.
but I don't know exactly some people's ages because
I know. How old's Brie Larson?
I think she's probably early 30s because I think of Brie. She was one I thought of. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's a great answer, but I bet she's definitely in her 30s.
Brie Larson is 30.
Almost, Brie.
When was her birthday?
I think it was just. her
she's
birthday.
about to turn 31 in October.
Oh.
October 1st. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's, I think, older than Brie.
Margot Robbie, aka Harley Quinn.
Brie Larson plays Carol Danvers.
No, Brie is older.
Yeah?
Margot Robbie turned 30 in July.
Oh, wow. Margot almost made it. Margot Robbie plays Harley Quinn.
I said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got distracted. Well, now I wish I was prepared for this. I could have.
I know.
Answers.
We can come back to it next week with more preparation. Ariana Grande.
Yep, definitely Ariana Grande. Great answer.
Emma
Watson.
Mm. I was like, Robert
Is she in her
Stone.
30s? How old Emma Watson?
Oh, we just looked this up because we were looking up all of their.
Yeah, I feel like she's in her 30s. I mean, she'll be 30 or 31.
That's crazy.
I know.
No silence. Keep talking.
I'm thinking.
She also just turned 30.
Wow.
Dang, we're losing them all.
Not that people stop being attractive
No,
once
not at
they
all.
reach
They're
30,
still-
but
they're
our
still-
criteria is
But that
in
wasn't
their
the
20s.
prompt.
I'll think of more.
Yeah.
That'll be my housekeeping next
Yeah.
podcast. Daisy Ridley.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
She plays Rey in the new Star Wars
How old
movies.
is Lily James? I really love Lily James.
AJ Mashalka.
AJ, yes! Great answer. Allie and AJ.
Allie and AJ. AJ from Allie and AJ.
Yup. 31, jeez. Damn. Wow, okay. She's also 31.
I will come back next week with housekeeping of this, I promise.
Sweet. I will too. I probably should put some more thought into it. But, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There can't be silence for too long. I'm just thinking.
I've got my topic.
I have, me too. We might be the same topic.
I told you the theme of my topic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Go ahead then. You go
Okay.
first.
I said to Amanda today, is it too early for a Halloween topic?
Yeah, we don't have the same topic.
And you said no, and I said
Definitely not. I wish it was earlier.
Well, I just don't want to.
Halloween is an all-year-round event.
Correct. But we're gonna want to talk about Halloween like all of October too.
Yes,
so,
that's okay.
But I saw a video of people. Well, I'll start with this. I was thinking about Halloween, and we live in Salem, so Halloween
Where the witches happen.
all around Halloween time, like all through October, is always really crazy and fun and awesome in Salem. But it's obviously going to be a little less so this year because no one's allowed to go outside.
Yeah.
And usually what you do on Halloween night is you just go downtown and walk all around the downtown area.
Like people in costumes.
It's just tons of people. There are
things
bands.
to do.
There are tons of bands set up everywhere playing music. There's a little carnival. It's such a time. And
Such a time.
it's great. but that's probably that's gonna be way toned down this year.
Yeah, or it should be at least.
It should be, and it's gonna hopefully be like, I'm sure it's gonna be much less tourists and more like local people.
Yeah, hopefully,
but
it's also
stay
a bummer.
out of our town.
It's a bummer though. Obviously, I hope nobody comes, but it's sad.
It's sad. But I was thinking about like Halloween costumes.
Yes.
For like COVID
masks.
and like using masks and stuff like that.
Right.
And I saw a really awesome video of a really creative idea. And that's one of my favorite things about Halloween. Halloween is the best event of the year every year.
Yes.
Fight me.
You're right.
And one of the best things about it is that so many people it brings out creativity in people. Mm-hmm. And I love that so much. People get really, really creative. Some people don't, and those people are stupid.
Yep.
But
a lot of people
most people get really, really creative, and it's really, really fun and cool.
And unlike most other holidays, Halloween, like, makes you have to be involved. Where, like, Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and stuff, you just kind of show up.
You just show up.
Go to a place and do the thing. But Halloween, you have to actively make a costume or buy a costume and like get ready and get dressed and go do a thing.
Yep. It's great.
Creative,
it's so fun.
Spooky.
Spooks.
It's spooky.
Spooks. And it's obviously downer time. Things suck right now, but what we've been talking about a lot in class and stuff, in my like therapy sessions during class, because we all just sit there and whine.
Everyone's bummed.
Yeah, is that there's a lot of the challenges open opportunities for us, and it's really nice and cool. And so this is just like a cool little like challenge for Halloween. Is like you got to come up with a costume that works out.
Yes.
And we've been working on ours. We can talk about that in a second. But I saw a video of, and I'll show you. Sorry, link in the description. And I'll describe it first, and then I'll show you. It's a bunch of people with like a whole like plastic like ball, like a ball of plastic
like
around them. And then I'm just gonna show you.
Okay.
They're snow globes.
Oh, funny.
And they're all different countries.
Oh, they're dressed as snow globes from different countries.
So their clothes are like dressed up like that country, and then they have a big ball of plastic around them with like whatever country labeled on it.
Yeah, and they have like
snow
globes.
stuff.
And
so
you're
you have
protected.
a whole. Like, it
That's
works as a mask, and, like, even more of a mask, because it's, like, it goes, like, down to their waist.
Yeah.
It's around their whole upper body.
That's creative.
And it also helps keep distance from people, because it's so giant.
Yeah, cool.
And I thought that was really, really cool and fun.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
And what's funny is that's definitely one that's not from this year.
Yeah, definitely.
That was from a previous Halloween, but that'd be a really cool idea to have for this year.
Definitely. Huh. That's so fun.
Yeah.
So we gotta be creative.
Yeah. And I was thinking of other good things, like, that you could include a mask in, like, a cowboy.
Oh, cool, yeah, bandana.
I've seen people making masks that are just, like, the normal, like, face mask, but the pattern on them. It's more, like, for little kids that I've seen. It's, like, if you're dressed up as Winnie the Pooh, it's, like, Winnie the Pooh's mouth and nose on it. Or, like, if you're Stitch, it's Stitch's mouth and nose on it.
Yep.
So,
but there
really
are cool ones that you can interpret into your costume, like a cowboy, or you like Deadpool or something, like a ninja.
And then obviously there are the like full on face masks that you can do too.
Like ninjas cover their mouths. Like we were thinking, like just one of the options is like zombie apocalypse. Like you wanna, like we are in now.
Yes.
You don't want to spread the germs of the disease, so they cover their mouths.
Yeah.
So people in the apocalypse.
Yeah, we were thinking of like apocalypsey vibe, and we could get some masks and like make them look really cool, like spray paint them or something, and then just get really like badass looking. Ripped up clothes and stuff, and then like do our hair all fun, and have that apocalypsey vibe. We should get on that.
I know. It's getting late.
It's never too early to think about Halloween. You gotta be prepared.
Yep. Yeah, so if you have any ideas for
Leave 'em
costumes
in
that
the
have
comments.
masks, yeah, cool, good topic. Yay, Halloween.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited for Halloween.
I don't have, no, there's no good segue to my topic from that.
That's okay.
So, moving on.
Anyway.
We just started watching Twilight.
Oh, I suppose that's a pretty good topic.
I thought that's what you were going to want to talk about.
No, it's a good one though.
We're doing, so TikTok Made Me Do It is going to be our new, it's going to be a segment. TikTok Made Me Do It.
What's the song? I can't think of how it goes.
Oh, shoot.
I'll find
It doesn't matter.
You keep going.
So, when we were still at home over the summer, I found myself on Kylo Ren TikTok for no reason. I don't know how that happened. So,
It's almost like your phone can hear you.
what?
It can read your mind.
So we watched the newest Star Wars trilogy because I needed some Kylo Ren in my life. And then, since Draco Malfoy, Harry Potter TikTok has blown up, we watched Harry Potter, and now I'm reading them. TikTok made me do it.
God, we're the worst.
And also, there's a Robert Pattinson craze happening right now for some reason. Cedric Diggory, he plays in Harry Potter, and people are like obsessed with Cedric right now for some reason.
It's a fun one.
But also just Robert Pattinson in general.
Yeah.
And then
It's honestly been ever since the new Batman trailer.
yeah,
People have
he's
been thirsting
playing the
over
new
him.
Batman. So seeing all this Robert Pattinson stuff, and I've seen a couple of Jasper from Twilight. He does a thing with a baseball bat that people are obsessed with.
Yep, he does.
So after seeing all these things, TikTok made me do it.
We were like, it would be really stupid and fun in a stupid way
if we watched
to
Twilight.
watch Twilight.
Now, okay,
Because
background.
we need something in our life to just sit back and like
Enjoy.
make fun of and not have to take seriously.
So background. I have seen the first Twilight a good handful of times. I've seen the very last Twilight a good handful of times. I've seen the second one, I think, once or twice. I've seen the second to last one once or twice, and I don't think I've ever seen the one in the middle. But I know the story. I read the first 2 books back in the day. I don't know why I didn't keep going. I don't remember. But so, like, I got the story, I know the characters, but I don't really remember the movies. I have seen them, but not for a very, very long time.
As for me, I've watched all of them. Like, I've got the movies down. Like, I know. I've seen them all a good amount of times. I've got the plot and everything. I liked Twilight back in the day that it came
You
out.
had a Twilight
I
phase?
was like 11.
That's okay. You don't need to justify.
It's not, I'm just explaining, just giving all the information. And I read, honestly, I don't think I read all of I don't remember reading all of the books.
Yeah.
I think I just didn't read the last one. I think I read Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse, I guess. I don't, but like, I couldn't tell you, like with Harry Potter, I'm like, I can tell you all the differences like between the books and movies and all that, like I have in my head. Twilight, it's only the movies in my head.
Yeah.
The books, I'm like, I'm sure other things happen.
I have weird visuals from the books. Like, I can like, that street. I remember reading the books, but I don't remember specifics, Well, I remember, I don't own them. Any of them. I remember reading the first Twilight on some, like, sketchy, like, book pirating website on my iPod Touch.
Oh my god.
So I don't even know if I read the actual Twilight. Like,
yeah, it could have been just complete fan
and then I think I read New Moon. I think I rented that one from the library.
Yeah.
But the first one I definitely read, like, online.
Well, my mom read them before I did. And she's not really a reader, and it's really weird that she read them.
It's okay.
Sorry, Mom. But we owned 1 or 2 of them at some point, but we don't own them anymore. And we must have just checked the other ones out from the library, I guess.
Weird.
Yeah.
That said,
That's it.
we watched the first Twilight last night.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, listen. Obviously, these movies aren't good. That's, like, the general consensus in
And we were like...
the world. Not just, like, everyone agrees that they're not good.
And we were like, the first one is absolutely the worst. We know this. It's, like, so bad.
There's so many memes about it.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's just
everyone makes fun of it. And just,
so we went in assuming it was gonna be pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say. We got a half hour in.
Not even.
And I was literally lightheaded. I had to, like, excuse myself. I don't know.
I wish I had written down some of the lines to share.
I don't know how this got to theaters. It's
just every single thing that could be bad about a movie is bad about this movie.
I can't believe how bad it was.
It's the dialogue.
Oh my
it's
God.
the cinematography, like you were talking about. It's the characters. It's the relationships.
Oh
it's the plot. It's everything.
The way
acting.
The acting, I think, is the most prominent thing. The way characters speak to each other. There's, like, full minutes in between lines in the same scene. They're so
drawn
bizarre.
out so awkwardly.
That said, though, poor Robert Pattinson did not... You can see the suffering in his eyes in every
time
line.
It shows him. Every time he has to say something, he has to, like, work up to it.
He did not want to be there. I can't imagine how much they paid him. He was so miserable the whole time, and you can see it. Robert Pattinson's a great actor.
And he had to go and
he's
do
not that
4 more movies after that.
Oh, the poor thing.
Oh.
And he plays Edward, who's the main vampire love interest.
love interest vampire man.
Like, he's the, like, heartthrob. Like, he's, like, the thing that you're supposed to like. And he's so weird. He's so creepy.
He's so unlikable.
Oh my God, the things he says, he, like, doesn't want to be with her. He keeps pushing her away and she won't leave.
No, he won't. He's the one that keeps showing up to her.
Then again, he does keep watching her sleep. He will sneak into her room and watch her sleep at night.
And then he will approach her at school and be like, hey, I can't be with you. And she's like, dude.
You approached me!
Dude, I'm just sitting here getting my lunch. Oh.
I feel bad. And I'm really excited to watch the rest of them because I know the first one is the worst one. But
I'm trying to think now.
God, it's honestly probably the worst movie I've ever seen.
I think it gets better because, slightly better because because the first one is just a romance.
Yeah.
Forbidden romance crap. It's so bad. And we get a little more into, like, actual plot things in the other movies.
Good point. So the first, how long is the movie? 2 hours?
The
first hour and a half of it is, like, just nothing happens. She meets Edward, they talk a little.
a little bit.
Kind of.
And then suddenly there's a crazy 180 switch and they're, like, in love, like they've known each other their entire lives.
She's, like, looking out the window at him, and she's like, the, like, heart eyes, and she's just, she's like, I'm irrevocably in love with him. And listen, okay. I don't like romance. Everyone knows this. It's whatever. But if it's done well, sure.
Romance
example,
can be
Jasper and Alice are in a relationship in this, and they're both awesome, great characters, and they're so cute together.
They're great characters together, and they're great characters separately.
Yes, and so there was a scene where she was, like, laying back on him. He was, like, sitting in a chair, and she was, like, leaning up against him, and it was, like, so, like, lovey-dovey and, like, PDA and gross, but it was cute, and I went, look at them.
They're sweet, and their romance is nicely
So romance is okay if it's done well. But with Edward and Bella, it's not done well. So it's gross and it's creepy and terrible. But
just very toxic and unhealthy.
Oh, God. And people, whatever. But all this said, the first hour and a half is just that. Nonsense romance that isn't good, isn't well written. The acting's horrible. The dialogue is awful. The cinematography, the, like, lighting, the music, everything is so bad. But...
I got the song whenever we want to play it.
Then when there's a half hour left, if you know the movie, it's as soon as the baseball scene happens. Everything
we don't
after
need to go
that,
into the details
no.
of it. But that's when,
after
like,
that,
the conflict begins.
there's conflict, and all of a sudden, plot starts. And honestly, for that last half hour, it wasn't bad, and I kind of enjoyed it. And it's just because they're not focusing on the stupid romance. They're not focusing on the nonsense things that they were focusing on before. And it was pretty good.
And things were happening. It wasn't
things were going
bunch
on.
of nothing happening.
And the dialogue was still awful.
Yeah.
The cinematography was still awful.
Tolerable.
But it was better because things were happening.
Only, like, lovey-dovey romance talk.
Things you care about were going on. And you're like, oh, okay, so she might die. Oh, God. Everyone's in trouble. Like, it was stressful, and it was good. So I'm hoping...
there was a bad guy.
Yeah, we get a bad guy. So I'm hoping with these next couple movies, it'll be mostly flawed. Because we've gotten past the, falling in love part.
Oh, yeah, they're in love now.
They're in love.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll be mostly plot, so it'll get better. But then, because romance, we also have to introduce the Jacob as a love interest at some point. So then we're gonna have to do all of this over again.
It's this next
one. Why introduce him as a love
next
interest?
One
Great. So...
Because it's so upsetting because... I'm not gonna get too much into this because it's stupid. But in the first one, Jacob's barely in it.
Yeah. He's got cute hair, though.
He's just adorable and sweet, and they're very, very platonic, cute friends.
They were friends when they were kids. That's the whole thing.
They've, grown... Yeah, when she used to live there. Yeah.
And, they're cute. They're fun. And he's, really, really sweet. But
and we have to just it doesn't matter.
So I just wanted to bring it up to say I can't believe how bad that movie was. It shook me. I knew it was going to be bad, but wow. Go watch it, please.
You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Watch the first
hour.
30 minutes. Yeah.
It shook me. I wanted to stop. But there's this scene where they're in the Cullens house. Are they the Cullens? Or is he just a Cullen?
No, they're the Cullens.
Because Jasper Hale.
They're the Cullens family. It's Carlisle and Esme Cullens. Yeah.
We're at the Cullens house, and Edward's, showing her around or whatever, and then they, jump out the window. It's weird. But...
Yeah, and I think everyone knows that scene.
You know what I'm talking about. She's on his back.
They're climbing trees.
Why can he climb a tree? He's a vampire. Not the point.
Because he wasn't using branches. He was just going up.
He was like a spider monkey. He was like Spider-Man. He's a vampire. Why can he do that? Okay, no. Why does he sparkle in the sunlight? He should burn. It's... Okay, hold on. In that scene, there's one part where he's playing a piano. And... he's playing this song, and as he's playing it, I went, hold on, I know this song. And it's been memed on TikTok, and people dance really stupid
a really stupid, dumb dance.
If you know TikTok, we're gonna play it in a second, you'll know the song right away. I had no idea it was from Twilight.
Made a joke out.
It's such a joke. I had no idea it was from Twilight, so when it started playing, I was like, who edited this movie and put in this meme song? So,
we must not have the original version.
As if I could take the movie seriously anyway. Mm-hmm. This made it so much worse.
Here we go. All right. This is the song.
I'll link that TikTok in the description as well, because you need to see. It sounds like a pretty song, and it is a pretty song.
It is. It's a really pretty song.
But it's ruined now, because people dance so dumb to it.
You can't describe it. You just
have to watch You gotta see it. I'll link it in the description. Okay. Look at it, please. And if you haven't looked at the Tadpole TikTok from the last one, go watch the Tadpole TikTok.
You can get 2 wonderful TikToks right now out of this.
Okay, so that was Twilight. We'll watch
the rest
of them by the next time we record this, and I'll update you on if it's good or not.
Yep.
Maybe it gets better. Maybe the last one will be the best thing that's ever happened. You don't know.
I think...
We haven't watched them in a while.
I think if anything, it'll get kind of better, and then it'll reach that middle point by Eclipse, which is the middle one. Mm-hmm. And then it'll start going down.
Oh.
Because... the last 2, I guess, because part 1 and part 2, because we like to make money,
yep.
are real bad. And I've definitely only seen those ones a couple times, so...
that part 1, I think I've only seen once or twice, but that part 2, I've seen a good bunch of times, because I really like Rami Malek. I also really like Jasper, and Jasper's in that movie a lot. He's like the guy at the end. He dies. He like in the Vision. It's bad.
Everyone dies in the Vision thing.
But I like Rami Malek a lot, and he's in that one. He's a waterbender. I saw him when I was little, and I was like, "That's King Achman."
Who's Rami Malek?
Rami Malek plays so many. He was Freddie Mercury in the new Queen movie. Yeah. He is King Achman Ra in Night at the Museum. That's why I know him.
And then he was also in I, Robot.
Yep, he's Mr. Robot in Mr. Robot.
Oh.
No, he's not Mr. Robot. I watched the first season a million years ago.
But
that's a great show too.
And he's cool.
He plays Joshua Washington in Until Dawn.
My video game.
My son. He deserved better. Josh deserved better. I think everyone knows. Even if you don't know, you know. He plays a lot of people in a lot of things. He's a very skilled man. He's a good actor. He's very pretty. How old is he?
No, he's definitely in his 30s. I'd say late 30s. He looks great, but
he does.
He's been around for a while.
He's great. I love him a lot. Oh my goodness.
He's 39.
Oh my god. Oh man. Why are we talking about Rami Malek? Oh, he's in part 2.
Yeah.
And that's why I've seen that movie.
So we'll keep you updated after this crazy journey.
Yeah. We're already at 41 minutes.
Last week we mentioned a mic.
Oh.
And we said we would talk about that this episode, but we're going to push that off because that's a whole topic.
That's going to be a whole long thing, and we both had topics for this one. So
that'll be a day that we don't have much to say.
Keep you in suspense. Who's Mike? What does he mean?
Who's this Mike?
What is this?
I promise it lives up to the hype.
I have one more thing to talk about.
Okay.
It's another thing about TikTok, which is infuriating.
Oh, God. You don't have to always say that it came from TikTok.
No, this is about TikTok. Like, objectively.
Oh, is it about how it's like...
Listen, I don't want to get political here, and we're not going to.
No, we can get political sometimes. Not in an extreme way, but we can talk about it. It's okay.
All I'm going to say is it came out yesterday that, if you haven't heard, Donald Trump is the president of the United States at the moment. If you didn't know.
If you didn't know, you know now.
And it came out that he signed a bill or something. He, created a thing and signed it. And
how does a bill become
I don't know.
law?
But it went through and got approved somehow. That it came out yesterday that this got approved. That starting tomorrow, today is the 19th, Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, the 20th of September, 2020. Starting tomorrow, TikTok, the app, is going to be banned in America. That's very scary when you first hear that, but all that really means is you cannot buy it from the App Store anymore. So starting tomorrow, TikTok will be taken off the App Store and no one else can purchase it. So, but if you already have it, you have it, but you cannot, if you live in America, you can't get any more updates for it.
Which... Because sometimes apps are they'll force you to update.
Yeah.
So will we get to a point where, we won't be able to use it anymore?
Definitely.
Because we can't update it,
Because you can't update it, and there's so many new features or whatever. Definitely. So, and look.
And who knows if this will last? This is, the most absurd thing.
Well, a month ago, he came out and said that he was going to ban it, and everyone was like, yeah, okay. And
he didn't. And it didn't happen.
But now there's, an actual bill, and it's happening. And it's starting tomorrow. But,
if he wants a bunch of Gen Z...
If he's trying to get the younger vote, he's not doing well.
Not doing great with the banning the only thing that makes them happy anymore.
TikTok is the thing right now.
Yeah.
It's God. Okay, but...
That's all my sister does.
I don't want to get political or whatever. I really don't. But every single app takes your information, because that's his argument, is it's stealing your children's information.
Yeah, but for one, what information do children have?
They're
that's
worried that it's gonna be like bank account numbers or something. But
how just everyone's?
yeah. But that's not special. Every single app listens to the things you say. Every single app steals your information. And honestly,
absolutely, and all of them
you get
say
to
that.
a point where you just accept it because
Yeah.
there's nothing else you can do.
If you are on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, you'll get
anything
ads.
owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
That's the Mark Zuckerberg got in so much trouble.
Yeah.
He had this crazy lawsuit a couple years ago for stealing people's information. Do we still use Facebook?
Yup.
Yeah.
Have we fixed any of the problems that we got in trouble for? No.
So I don't understand why the one app that the children like these days is the thing that we have to ban.
Well, hot take, if you will. It's because there are so many people that are on TikTok, so many young people with really, really good mindsets that use
strong opinions
that use TikTok to spread crazy political information. Yep. And like you get tons of if you're on TikTok, you get tons of like political information through TikTok.
You do. Like
I see so much stuff.
It's good.
And it's really, really cool because it's making younger kids like talk about that.
Yeah, it's really great. And it's also, TikTok is really,
and talk
really
about it in a lighter
cool
way sometimes, which
yes,
is nice.
Of course. TikTok is a really, really cool app. I'll praise TikTok forever, even though it irritates the hell out of me. Because it, like, if you're on Instagram, there's, like, the Instagram Explore page, and that's, like, things that are posts that are recommended to you that you would like based on the other posts that you've liked. TikTok has the same thing, and it's called the For You page. And TikTok's For You page has this wacky algorithm. I have no idea how it works. I have no idea how certain posts get to you. Like, callback. When I first downloaded TikTok, I ended up on Kylo Ren stuff. I never looked up anything that had to do with Kylo Ren. I have no idea how it knew that I liked Star
you
Wars.
Were suddenly getting
but so like clearly it's stealing some kind of information from me.
Sure,
but if it's giving me the things I like.
But that same thing happens on Instagram.
Yes, it does. You're right.
And other things.
And so it's got this wacky algorithm, and the algorithm like promotes creativity. That's the cool thing about it. Because sometimes on the Instagram Explore page, you'll only get posts that have thousands and hundreds of thousands of likes.
Yeah.
But on the For You page on TikTok, you will get TikToks that have 5 likes.
Yeah,
I get kids who don't have any followers.
So often I will like get those TikToks where it's like 100 and something likes, like
they have,
2
these
comments.
posts haven't reached anyone.
Nope.
And so it doesn't promote being famous. It doesn't promote like having a ton of followers.
Yeah.
It like wants you to be creative, and it wants you to reach people that are like you, and it's really, really cool. And so I really like TikTok, and this is such a bummer. It really is. And like, why is this the one thing? Also, side note, TikTok it happens to be owned by a Chinese company.
Huh.
What? Weird. But
Strange.
Facebook is owned by American savior Mark Zuckerberg.
Thank God.
We're safe.
We're safe.
I didn't mean to do this, but I'm just bummed that TikTok is gonna be banned, and maybe someday we're not gonna be able to use it anymore. That's such a bummer.
It's just so stupid. It's laughable. But, yeah.
I think we have bigger things to worry about at the moment.
Then, yeah.
But,
like, literally, these children on TikTok don't have anything better to do right now.
they don't.
They will riot.
They will.
They will storm
the
the White House for TikTok back. Is that what you want?
Donald. Donnie. Anyway, I didn't mean to do that, but
No. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
I'm just bummed because I'll be sad if TikTok goes away. Just right when I was getting into it.
You curse things.
I know. I have another topic, but I'll save it for the next time. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
we're
a timeless
getting
one.
All right.
Well, okay.
One last thing. I would just like to take a moment to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died as of Friday,
rest in power,
the 18th. And that's a huge bummer.
It is. Wow.
She was an amazing woman. Like, no one could ever compare to the work that woman has done in her lifetime.
Cool.
And so,
Rest in peace.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad she can rest now.
yeah.
Her whole life was anxiety.
She
I can't
has
imagine.
earned the hell out of it.
Yep. Good one. Good call out. So, we're gonna stop now. End. But what we're thinking of doing, maybe not the next one, maybe not the next few, but we're still working on this. Is we're gonna have like a couple segments. Give me feedback on if you think these are a good idea, if you have other ideas. What we're thinking of doing, so we got our housekeeping topic. We're thinking
we'll
of
start with
Yep.
every time.
We're thinking of doing a segment on the weird things that we do, weird things that we have, because we're very strange individual people that have
we're
weird
a strange
habits.
pair.
We have weird habits that we think are so normal.
And then we go and accidentally do them in front of other people or say them in front of people or whatever. And we're like, oh, that's not normal.
So we're thinking of having a segment about, like, some of the weird things that we do.
Yeah.
And, like, weird things that we have and things that we say or whatever.
All that.
So is that interesting? I don't know. And then one that I came up with that I think might be fun is if you didn't know, we're both writers. Creative
both
writers.
Very creative people.
And we both have stories and characters enough that till the day we die we can talk about for the rest of our lives. And that number will just keep growing. So that said, I was thinking of maybe a segment where, like, once a week or every other week or something, one of us talks about a story we have or a character we have or just something we want to talk about that we've written
Just a creative take
recently
thing.
or 10 years ago or anything.
Just something that we have, like, a quick, like, just, like, general, like, outline of, like, this kind of sounds like a cool thing, or something that's, like, we put a lot of thought into.
Yep. And then if it ends up being fun to talk about and interesting, that can be, like, your topic for the day. We could talk about it for, like, a half hour.
We could.
We have.
We have.
It's just a thought. I don't know. Is that interesting? Is that just... that's very, very, very fun and interesting to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's fun and interesting to other
interesting
people.
to hear about.
Just our
And we can do some
stories,
trial ones.
individual. Yeah. Maybe we'll try it next time.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Look forward to an episode about this mysterious Mike.
Who's that?
Who's that? Look forward to an episode about Harry Potter someday.
We'll update you on Twilight.
We'll update you on Twilight. I'll think of attractive women in their 20s.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. This was good. 52 minutes longer than the last one.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's alright. We were talking about some good stuff.
Yeah, this was a good one. This was more controlled than
Yes.
the last one. For sure.
A little bit. With that,
thank you
order
for
some
listening.
Pizza.
Pizza? Okay.
Order some pizza.
We're gonna watch New Moon tonight.
Yes, we will.
Follow me on Instagram.
Look in the description for our Instagram bio.
Sure.
That's not what it's called.
That's okay.
Instagram user.
Profile.
That.
Yeah. Have a good day. Be safe. Wear a
We
mask.
still need a sign off. Be safe. Be kind. And
drink water.
Stay weird.
Stay weird.
Drink some water.
God.
If it's really late and you're listening to this, go to bed.
Go to bed. Or good morning.
Or good
if you're
morning.
listening to it in the morning.
If you're procrastinating doing something,
do your
that's
homework.
okay.
Do your homework.
Go do your
You
work.
know I'm talking to you. Do your homework. I'm talking to myself.
I'm talking.
We should do like a sign off
I know.
from a thing, from like a different movie or something.
Should
every
we
time.
like different movie
Like,
quote every time?
How could I taken all this stupid with you?
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh. Mischief managed.